usually I be popping off being, oh, peak drama, we got some easy views when Nicholas like gives us like an update video, which is mostly just full of entertainment and fun, right? But this isn't that, right? This isn't one of those. I'm getting harassed and my life threatened. I have a vague idea of what's going on. I've heard from the grapevines of what's going on. I think it has to do with like targeted harassment and copyright issues, which is again a topic that I love talking about and to give more awareness of. So let's check out what's going on with Nick.
I've had it absolutely at my limit. I'm furious. I'm angry. I'm pissed off. YouTube does not care about their creators.
True.
I'm sick of these goddamn copyright holders.
True. YouTube does not care about their creators is an understatement. And it is so frustrating because I have a lot of good things to say about YouTube, right? I straight up think that YouTube is one of the best platforms to grow your content. The algorithm, which I despise, but also have to be thankful and grateful for, right? Is the reason why no names like myself can just start recording stupid videos in an empty apartment and to actually get somewhere in a community going, right? The algorithm is very powerful if you know how to utilize it correctly. That I am thankful for, but at the same time, it is so frustrating how little they care about their creators and protecting them. Because again, anytime like some issue happens, they will shoot the creators first, which literally brings them money in order to protect their platform. Because at the end of the day, they've done their risk, benefit analysis and realized it's still in their best interest to always back these corporations, even if these strikes, the copyright abuse is fraudulent. It's always shoot first, then ask questions later for YouTube.
These Japanese labels and corporations overseas that abuse the copyright system and selectively choose who they want to harass.
Literally right now, this isn't Japanese, this is Chinese, but still, same thing. No, I'm not saying Japanese, Chinese, look at these. No, I'm not saying that all Asians are alike. I'm Korean myself. I'm saying in the same vein with the copyright, what's happening in China for 2B Hero X and their targeted harassment of your boy Roshi and Michelangelo. Have you heard of those guys? I'm sure you have, right? Their 2B Hero X videos are manually being blocked. Just to make like an example of, again, targeted.
And terminate. And I am one of those people they are selectively abusing and harassing and trying to terminate. My second channel just now got 2 copyright strikes.
Bruh! And many of you may think, oh, it's just your second channel, Nick. Why do you care? When your accounts are linked to the same AdSense account, AdSense, what is that? It's basically how you get paid on YouTube. AdSense is like this, main money. It's not right to say platform, but you basically have the program called AdSense. You get paid monthly by YouTube. Every 21st, they pay you out. And if you have multiple channels linked to the same AdSense account, obviously, right, your legal documentation is all there. Once your channel is terminated after strike 3, every account associated with that channel will be gone. So his main is also at risk.
One video was for a solo leveling OST that maybe made $5 because nobody gives a fuck about that OST.
This solo leveling OST is god tier. What the fuck? Not even anime reactions. This is just straight up movie reactions.
And they care even less about my reaction to that OST by Hiroyuki Sawano. No disrespect to them.
The GOAT. Damn. Striked for reacting to Hiroyuki Sawano's soundtrack. That's crazy. Because you know what? I was thinking about reacting to this, bro. Like, 2B Hero X, Lin Ling, what's it called? Basically, there is this new video, like No More Nice Guy or some shit. There's like this, what's it called? Basically, there was like a video playing Hiroyuki Sawano's soundtrack, and it was like a really cool, like, Paragon right over here, right? That was the soundtrack name. And I was thinking about reacting to it, but now I'm having second thoughts of doing shit like that, right? Because it's like, damn, like, they're going for fucking music reactions like that, huh? That's fucked up.
I fucking love their music. But it was a harmless reaction, which falls under fair use. Copyright strike.
Yep.
Not even a...
It doesn't matter, again, how transformative you make the content. No matter what you do, you will still get fucked by YouTube because people... Like, when you file a copyright strike, there's no human to check it. It's, again, shoot first, ask questions later's process. And it's so frustrating because we just... Like, copyright strikes are not foreign to us in this community, nor should it be in the anime reaction community. I'm sure you guys have all followed different reactors in the past, and copyright strikes have come up. And time after time, we win if we appeal against it, because it does fall under fair use. And no company actually wants to take legal action because it's so costly for both sides involved. It's counterproductive. These are literal scare tactics, which random employees are told orders to meet some sort of quota, so they strike. It's just, and nothing happens out of it, and everyone's wasting our time.
To claim the $20 that I was going to make from that video. Not even a warning. They send a copyright strike to terminate my channel. Okay, whatever. I'll dispute it. And they say in 10 days, if
I'm giving you fucking 2 retard monkeys in the chat a warning right now before I fucking permanently ban your asses. What the fuck are you doing having a personal conversation in my chat while watching this video off topic? Go fucking send each other DMs on Discord. What the hell are you losers doing? Jesus Christ, this chat is not your personal fucking diary, you losers.
If the other side doesn't answer, then you win. You get the video, and they back off.
Yep.
Always happens. And guess what? Whenever that happens, I always win. You know why?
Yeah.
Because these goddamn stupid fucking copyright holders.
They're pussies.
You know what they do? They scare you.
Yes. It's literally all charades. It's such a waste of time for everybody involved. They send a strike, and we counter it. And then we gotta wait 10 fucking business days, which is 2 weeks, to get rid of that shit. If you're struck 3 times, you can't even upload videos for that 2 weeks, bro. And for what? What are we fucking doing here? I'm not saying, yo, escalate this to fucking court. But every time we challenge, we win. Because they don't actually have any incentive to follow through, nor do I want them to. And it's in the best interest to not follow through. Because again, it's a massive waste of time and money for everybody involved. It's so stupid.
They use these scary words like lawyers and get a lawyer and you're going to get sued and terminated.
Yeah.
You know what they do? They copyright strike your video in hopes that you won't dispute it, but I always do.
Yeah.
Because I'm not going to get pushed around like a whore. That's not.
Whoa, what's wrong with whores, man? Yo, getting pushed around? I don't know. I think we gotta put some respect on the HUDs who are willing to do such a thing. But I know what you're saying. It is, again, so stupid. Like, this whole process right involved. It is so stupid and pointless. Every channel that has successfully sent back a counter notification and won, they have won, is what I'm trying to say. There are channels, though, when if you don't counter correctly, as in, if you, in your written portion, so basically when you get a copyright strike, you can counter appeal. And in that counter appeal, there is a written portion that you need to write out to justify why your content should be allowed. And it's a very cookie cutter explanation. I say this shit every time. This is a far fraudulent ass strike. People are abusing your system. My content falls under fair use, and it is probably one of the most transformative reactions that you could find in this fucking space. I only use the necessary bits. I alter the visuals and audios and provide so much ample commentary that it is no longer the source material that I'm uploading. It is a different product. It's my reaction. Therefore, I think that I am in the right and the counter-strike should be removed. See what I did there? I stood on business and told them why I'm right. But if you fuck up by doing this, for example, oh, I'm sorry, I made a mistake, I won't do this again, please remove the strike, you admitted fault. And in this game of YouTube, fucking, like, there has been some people who accidentally have done this and literally got auto-rejected because I think not even a human really reads this shit, and you get fucked for doing that. So always gaslight, always manipulate. I'm not saying lie, but do not admit fault if you haven't admit fault, right? That's like a very important thing.
Not me, bro. So I did.
Shout outs to Psyculturist. Love to see you here. Literally first stream back on Twitch after pulling up on Kick. My professor.
Dispute it, and in 10 days, I get the rights to the video. Always happens. They never fight back because they don't want to pay the lawyer fees.
Yes.
The lawyer fees will cost them literally thousands and thousands of dollars for what? A $20 video? Are you?
It is so stupid. Again, literally everybody involved is wasting their time and resources.
Fucking serious? No, they're not going to do that. So why copyright strike me in the first place? Why do that?
Why? It's very simple. It's straight up stupidity and old draconic practices over in Japan. And this isn't exclusive to Japan. But I believe that the work culture there, you know about it, black companies and everything being so unproductive and being so old and outdated. Copyright rules itself, laws, I think already is quite outdated. And they are not thinking of reactions are actually beneficial to us because this is literally influencer marketing that we don't even have to pay for. This is getting free exposure. Reactions do not take away metrics or viewership from the source content. People watching the reactions are doing it after they watch it on their self and then want to revisit certain moments. And then this creates more people, more exposure, and increases the likelihood of people even buying merch, their source material, and so on. This also increases the likelihood of brand new people who would have never even checked out your material, but did so because an influencer that they actually enjoyed reacted to it. It is just proven. Crunchyroll literally pays content creators such as Gigguk and other OTV adjacent creators such as like Sykkuno, Pokimane, and blah, 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 to react to, let's say, Eminence in Shadow, Mushoku Tensei, Kaiju 8. I've seen those sponsorships. They literally do it on Twitch. So again, think about this. If it truly was harming the companies and their bottom line for reaction channels to thrive, why would companies literally go out of their way to pay fucking individuals to do that? Because it's free promotion. It's not free promotion. They're actually doing paid promotion there. Here's a different example entirely, bro. Gaming content. How many times do content creators literally have early access to different video games so they can stream it? If Asmongold says something positive about a video game, it's going to go fucking crazy. Influencer marketing. This is the most effective, most efficient marketing you could do. But Japanese companies don't care about that. What they care about are the literal 10 commandments that was written out in stone tablets a long time ago. They don't question it. They just follow it. And they're like, you know what? Here's a quota, guy. Random employee number 376. You have to send 10 copyright strikes for this specific anime that we're doing because we're not critical thinkers. We don't really care about it. We're just doing the job. And the employee goes, yes, sir, and sends random copyright strikes out. And there's no follow through. This is what I think is happening. Again, I have no actual evidence to support any of this. This is just my opinion after experiencing copyright strikes over and over again and thinking to myself, why would they do this? This is the only conclusion that I can come to at the moment.
It makes no fucking sense to me. It's abuse of the system. I woke up this morning and I got a second copyright strike for a video that was drafted.
Okay. I don't even know where to begin with this one. Draft video. Okay. The reason why this is so shocking to me, let me bring up my dashboard here from analytics. Just to give you an idea of what a draft video is. It should be pretty, obvious, right? Here's my YouTube analytics, right? My dashboard. And over here, there are drafts that you can make, right? For example, this is the Devil May Cry video that is private. It's going to go up later. But there's also videos like this. Psyche K episode 23. Shout out to Psyche K. Amazing reaction series that we're doing right now. I love it. But notice how it's drafted. I haven't gone through this and saved it. Therefore, it's saved as a draft. There is a common myth in the reaction space. And the common myth is that your private videos can get copyright struck. And I didn't believe that. This is just random words advice coming from the grapevines from different reaction channels, right? And nobody really believed it, but they're like, yeah, bro, private videos can get copyright struck. The fact that a draft video can get copyright struck. Yeah, fair game, I guess, huh? That's crazy. That's actually fucking crazy.
A video that wasn't even private.
Also, Beyblade X. Yo, any second channel Beyblade monkeys in here? Remember, shoutouts to React Zones and other creators such as Nappy Rick, who had to go through copyright strikes when they were reacting to Beyblade Burst. 80K Emotions EXDR parentheses. They are the copyright holders of Burst. And they're the same copyright holders of Beyblade X. These motherfuckers. That's why I didn't do Burst, guys. Beyblade X, also the same shit. Except this is a music reaction for Odo song. Except that the Odo ending song, I guess, belonged to, this episode 76, whatever.
Private or public, it was literally a draft of an Odo song, an opening.
Yeah, Beyblade OG, Beyblade Burst, Beyblade X, all same copyright holders. Thank fucking God. Beyblade Metal Saga is fine.
She did for an anime that I don't even know the fucking name of. I got a copyright strike from that. Meanwhile...
Okay, what?
Private or public. It was literally a draft of an Ado song, an opening she did for an anime that I don't even know the fucking name of.
Okay, first of all, you labeled it Ado ending song. This ain't even a fucking anime opening, Nick. Listen, I just gotta say that right now. And the content you says Beyblade X episode 76. You're telling me you thought it's an opening in an anime you don't even know of. Yet you're showing me that whatever. Boss 30D0. Thank you for the 4 months of tier 1. I appreciate that, man.
For an anime that I don't even know the fucking name of. I got a copyright strike from that. Meanwhile, Ado herself watches my reactions. Her team watches my reactions.
That's crazy because Ado doesn't have control over this, right? It's the actual like you know, when you're like an artist, rapper, singer, whatever, and you join like a talent agency and you got producers managing that shit, that's who's doing it, right? It's not Ado striking, obviously. It's outside her control, and other entities, corporate suits are doing it on their behalf.
They've literally been in contact with me. I wasn't able to talk about that for a while, but now I could talk about it because I'm not under contract or anything. Yeah. They watch my reactions. They appreciate me. They enjoy me. So tell me, why the fuck am I being targeted and copyright struck for that?
Stupid.
Literally
bro.
2 copyright strikes for a drafted video that's not even public or private. It is drafted. And
that's what blows my mind even more. Copyright strikes obviously do suck, absolutely. But like, bro, a draft video? You literally have it as draft? That is... How, bro? How does that make any sense?
I got a copyright strike. This happened a few years ago with Bleach. I did a Bleach OST reaction that was drafted, and Shiro Sagisu...
Shout out to the GOAT. Shiro Sagisu, one of the greatest composers in the anime industry, along with the likes of Hiroki Sano, you know, Kenichi Suehiro from, you know, Emerson Shadow and ReZero and so on, right? Taku Iwasaki, all these GOATs, bro.
Which is, I think, a singer or a producer on Bleach, copyright strike my channel for it. For a drafted video. I'm not saying he did it. It's these fucking suits and ties that don't know a goddamn thing about
exactly, right? The teams managing the artists to go out and do this shit on their behalf.
Copyright that want to strike me and abuse the system because they think I don't have a lawyer. I'm literally related to one. Not only am I related to a lawyer, I'm related to one of the top lawyers in the goddamn country.
Oh,
so
shit!
I am the wrong person to fuck with.
You heard that, bro. Nicholas Light's cousin is the lawyer that represented O.J. Simpson. God damn.
I am so sick of this happening to me. This happens to literally nobody else. Do you all hear any other reaction channels going through this shit?
I get copyright strikes. Not to this extent of targeted. Your boy Roshi and Michelangelo are some people recently that I have, we have been aware of targeted 2B Hero X strikes. Yeah, absolutely. Every
fucking day, every fucking week. Copyright. I wake up every single morning. I either get 5 copyright claims or threats or.
And here's the thing. You guys have to understand the difference between what a claim and a strike is. Okay, so just to bring you stuff again, just to kind of, because like a lot of people misuse these terms. So when you get copyright, there are 2 avenues. Strike is the bad one. Claim is okay. When I filter by copyright here, what do you guys see? Right? You see a bunch of, copyright restrictions, blah, blah, blah. And sometimes they'll just demonetize, right? So for these opening reactions, because I literally let the entire audio play and the visuals play because I don't want to cut and edit this shit to bypass the content ID, like there is a way around it. I can't have it monetized. It's just music reactions, I think, should be left pure, is at least my opinion. Whatever. I'm probably missing out a lot of money from this, but whatever. It's fine because it's still visible. The visibility is still public, right? Sometimes, for example, like this is the Suisei Gundam G Quack's opening and ending reaction. Sometimes they'll like limit the visibility. I've noticed that Russia gets blocked a lot. It probably has to do with some issues with the war going on. I don't know, but I've noticed that quite a lot, Russia gets singled out. Okay. There are times when things straight up just get blocked, right? For this example, this one, right? This is the Yami Healer opening and ending reactions. This is why we've changed the most recent layout of our opening ending to actually include the visual filters. Usually I would skip the visual filters, but I decided to actually include that shit. This time you can see that the visibility is not seen. That's completely blocked, right? And that's what sucks about it. Also, really fucking annoying that these 2 videos, the 2B Hero X rank 1 hero X, right? We've already done reactions to it, right? It's just that they get manually blocked after being uploaded. Womp womp, right? But these are claims. Claims are fine. We can work around it. You want to take a couple dollars I would have made from these videos? Go ahead. I don't care. What I care is, more people are finding my content and are able to, show up on the stream or watch more videos or show up to Patreon, right? That's the overall goal. But when you literally get striked, when you get copyright striked, not only does the video get taken down, you have 3 warnings, not even 3 warnings, right? It's a 3-rule system where first strike, warning. Second strike, you really gotta fucking tighten up. Because by that 3rd strike, you're done. 3rd strike is, all right, wrap it up. Your channel and every associated channel with your AdSense account will be terminated. Go fuck yourself. That's what YouTube does. And the craziest thing is, there is not a real person even checking this shit. You have to manually fucking appeal against it and be like, yo, please, can someone cry for help, right? You gotta literally beg on Twitter and start spam tagging them on Twitter, on YouTube. And YouTube support will reply, but you know what they say? Hey, we hear your frustration. We're definitely working on it. Stay tuned. And it's just like, I know you're not a real person. You're a robot. My channel's about to get terminated in a couple days if this doesn't get processed properly. And God forbid this situation happens to me or any other creator. But what I do know is, even if you have gotten 3 strikes and you can no longer upload videos anymore, everybody that successfully counterclaimed has always made it back. And this isn't just like one situation happening. I've seen literally countless reactors who've gone through the same shit, whether it be a single strike, whether it be 3 strikes, counter appeal using, again, the verbiage that I told you, never admit fault. You are doing things correctly. People are abusing the system and they've always made it back. It's just frustrating though, right? That you're getting fucked for 10 business days plus and there's nothing you can do about it. It's just how the system works, man. So again, claims are okay. Claims can demonetize you and claims can block your videos. Strikes, that's when shit hits the fan.
Or some other bullshit, and I'm so goddamn sick of it. What do I do differently from everybody else? I put the little transparency screen on my reactions.
Literally doesn't matter. Timer reactors can get banned too. The reason why Nick is probably getting these strikes is, again, he's just too big. Straight up. It's literally suffering from success. It's the similar issue with your boy Roshi Michelangelo, as their reactions probably, were reached by Billy Entertainment and whatever group is owning 2B Hero X. And obviously, it's just because of that. You're like one of the biggest ones doing it. Therefore, they're trying to make an example of you.
YouTube does nothing. They do nothing. You know what they do? They do this. They send you a bot reply.
What did I say, bro? What did I say like a couple minutes ago when you messaged Twitter, YouTube? Oh, totally hear your frustration. To clarify, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, sure. There's automated response. Automated response from a robot, no actual human looking at the process.
We hear your frustration. You don't hear my fucking frustration. You don't even have ears because you're a robot.
Yes.
You're a robot.
Yes.
That's what I'm dealing with.
And here's something fucked up. Nicholas Light is not a no-name creator. He has millions of subs, right? A lot. His community is one of the biggest, right, in the anime reaction space for sure. Someone like him can't even get an actual person. Which may seem actually fair if you think about preferential treatment, right? A lot of people complain about how, oh, you need to be big, if you want actual support. If you're a small creator, you get fucked. Well, I guess we have equality here. Everybody is getting fucked.
I can't speak to a human. There's no way to contact YouTube. There's no way to call them. There's no way to message them without talking to somebody from another fucking country that doesn't speak your language or it's a goddamn robot. It's absolutely ridiculous. And then I'm supposed to sit here every fucking day in worry and panic that I could lose my career.
Like straight up, it's his livelihood. That's what like you guys are understanding, right? Because you may be like, oh, but you're so rich, Nick. You're like a millionaire, bro. You make so much money off of just watching animes and reacting to songs on YouTube, just having fun. Like, bro, that's easy for you to say. But think about when that just gets taken away, right? Think about your job right now that you have and the fact that due to no fault of your own, boom, it can just be gone like that. just fucking luck. This isn't even like underperforming at work and trying to get fired. It's just like, you literally didn't do anything wrong. But due to the fucked up RNG Russian roulette style system that exists on YouTube, it just goes away. Have some empathy.
I could lose my channel that I've worked years and years on, that literally provides for me and my wife. My wife that I just married maybe a little under than 2 months ago. I just got our wedding pictures today, and I can't even be fucking happy because of this, because my career could be at risk.
I don't know how to explain this like sickness in my stomach whenever I wake up and there's like a copyright strike. Because I went through this, and I'm really like my main channel. That was back in the day when I didn't even know how to counter appeal against it. Literally, 2 copyright strikes happened because I was watching Danmachi. And I was faced with an ultimatum of, holy shit, if I get struck again, I'm literally banned from YouTube. That's why I decided to delete my channel and start this one. And that was after putting a year of work into my first channel ever, even if it had no sizable growth. Shout out to the One Punch Man, reaction videos. Shout out to anyone that even remembers those One Punch Man manga reaction videos. Those hit for like 10, 20K views, man. I was kind of cooking, bro. Slowly, something was happening. But like, this is while I was holding my day job, working 9 to 5. And then I come home and then work from like 5 to 11 of doing content creation for an entire year. And it was probably one of the most fulfilling things. Like, I'm not saying like I'm suffering. I'm saying that's how much effort that I put in. And that shit gave me hope for a better future. And then the strikes happened and I had to delete the creation that I poured everything into. That's probably one of the most difficult things that I've ever had to do in my life, which is kind of funny because to you, maybe like, oh, it's just a YouTube channel, bro. Like, get over it. No one's actually dying. But to me, like, that's every day you're obsessing over it, bro. Every single day, that's the one thing you care about. That's the one goal you have. And boom, I had to kill it. I literally had to kill my own child. Overly dramatic, I know, but that's how I was feeling. Anyways, this new channel is going fine. We got, another channel going on for the Ben 10 and, cartoon reaction. That's doing fine. So now that I'm obviously more educated and understand how this copyright strike goes, thank God I know how to combat against it. But man, the level of anxiety and the fear and the uncertainty, it's in the back of my mind, I know I'm going to win, right? No company actually gives a fuck enough to follow through with legal action. That's just facts. That's why everyone gets away with it, right? But it's still like looming in the back of your head that like, damn, it just could go away. It's just so sickening. That's why I have this mindset of nothing is forever, right? Everything is temporary. But even if my channels get banned, even if something else happens, thanks to the mindset of having a goal and actively working towards it, breeding confidence by taking each step forward every single day, right? And the confidence then breeds success. This problem-solving mindset that I have, even if content creation through this specific anime reaction was banned, I think that I could do anything else. Straight up. Maybe that's overly egotistical, but like that's the belief that I have, that like if this all goes up in flames, so be it. I'll find a different grind, a different content, something different entirely, and I'll probably be successful with it because again, it's not about like what I have here. It's like the mindset that got me here. And once you can like dissociate yourself and kind of like let go of your possessions and be like, it's fine. You can't take my mindset away and I can problem solve my way out of anything. That like gives me a little bit more comfort. Maybe it's just pure cope and delusion though.
I feel like I am screaming at a wall right now. I'm screaming at the clouds right now. Like nobody's going to fix this.
The VODs of those old videos are gone. And you do not want to watch those old videos. The most scuffed videos. My videos are already scuffed, but those old videos, my main channel, you don't. It's better that no one sees that shit. My quality, visuals, everything about it, no sound, no nothing. It's garbage.
Always going to be like this. How many creators that are not reaction channels, but creators on the platform have had to complain about shit like this?
Yes.
Why copyright strike?
Yes, so many creators, literally, not even just reaction creators, bro. The abuse of the copyright system is so fucking fragrant on YouTube that everyone knows about it. That's why when fellow content creators strike others, it is like a cardinal sin. There are situations when someone is blatantly just re-uploading your stuff and impersonating you, right? That has grounds for that. But if someone else wants to take my video and react to it, whatever, by all means, go ahead, right? Go ahead. But some people will literally like send like fraudulent copyright strikes, and that's when like their brand entirely dies, because everybody knows, even to my worst fucking enemy, fraud lad of culture, oh god forbid that guy from ever fucking doing anything, but like even I wouldn't wish copyright strikes on him. Do you understand how significant that is? That someone like me, Frieza, Geto Suguru, wouldn't want copyright strikes done to others, because that is not a principled take, right? That's my personal ego and, you know, beef getting in the way. These kind of copyright strikes, no matter to who it is, it's bad for fucking everybody.
Like a person's video, if you're not gonna follow through with it, why put them through that panic and mental stress and depression that they could lose their channel if you're just gonna make them wait the 10 days so you don't reply and you give the rights to the creator now? Why do that? Why not just have a system where the person says, hey, we don't want this video up. Can you delete it? Can you remove it?
I absolutely agree. There's two things I want to implement. Is first, and I think YouTube has already been kind of talking about this, is people who literally send copyright strikes and are then proven to then be abusing the system should be banned from the fucking content ID program entirely. These people should never be allowed to fucking send strikes again. Fraudulent strikes. Second, have a warning system, bro. Have some fucking respect and tact. Like, I get it. You want the videos down? I'll remove it. At the very least, give a heads up, or just claim it and block it first. And say, if you don't, you know, delete this video or something, or if you keep, you know, putting up videos of this topic or something, like, we will strike you or something. It's like, okay, fair bet. I'll go away. But like, it's literally not even that. It literally is a firing range immediately. It's like a fucking shooting squad just shows up and just blasts you and then says, all right, is this real or not? And then they do some checks and be like, oh, okay, I guess it's not a big deal. All right, you guys can go now. But I already got shot. We've already lost 10 business days worth of content and growth and trajectory momentum. What the fuck? And it's just a repeating thing. It's a constant repeating thing.
We'll give you 24 hours. Fine, I'll do it. I don't want to risk my channel. I don't care that much about the goddamn video. I'll remove it. Thank you for warning me. But no, they go straight for trying to delete.
They go for the jugular immediately.
Delete my channel, my existence, my fucking voice. And that is wrong. That is abuse. That's harassment in my book. I don't care what anybody says.
Agreed.
You know what website cares about their creators? Patreon.
True. Patreon support is actually so helpful.
You know why? A few years ago, I was in Japan, right? I think it was like 2 years ago. Patreon reached out to me and said, we just got a copyright notice from, I don't know, whoever handles Hunter x Hunter, right?
What?
They don't want your content on this platform. Can you please fix this for us?
Unfortunate. Yeah, there have been so copyright strikes definitely can happen outside of YouTube. Very rare though on Patreon, because obviously there is that paywall. But some people, I guess, are just that fucking sweaty to do it. Those people, honestly, I don't even imagine what they're like, bro. Literally worse than parking tickets, you know, handlers. Like, think about the most like petty and menial job that exists, and I guarantee you it has nothing on people who will pay money to subscribe to Patreon to see if an anime reaction is like, I can't even believe that level of fucking loser behavior.
Before they remove it, they warned me. They were on my side. They care about their creators. They put me first.
Yeah.
They warned me. And you know what I did? I removed all of it. It was gone, and my whole page was fine.
Yeah.
Why can't YouTube literally do the same? It makes no sense.
It's so frustrating. Just a warning system, please, something. A warning system and some sort of ban system where it prevents, again, fraudulent strikers from engaging in that behavior again. I'm not even asking for, like, you know, them to remove the strikes like forever. That's unreasonable. Copyright exists for a reason, right? People literally re-upload content. They're not even transforming it. Fair. Those are good, you know, to go away, right? But DMC exists, and it's a very out of date and very archaic law, right? I think copyright laws are really one of those ones where it's so like out of date and just unreasonable. But due to these issues, YouTube has to comply with it, and it's in their best interest to basically use the creators as a meat shield rather than tanking it on their own, right? Because they want to be a platform. They don't want to be responsible for, you know, the creator's actions. That's why the fault is immediately, you know, fronted to the creator first. I get that. I understand that. But still, there has to be measures in which, even if you're using it as a meat shield, give us some extra armor, bro. Like, right now, you are literally just gripping my fucking body and I'm just naked and you're just fucking dangling it like this in front and just taking the bullets. Give me some fucking armor, bro. Am I asking for too much? Like, if you want to throw me to the fucking front lines, aye, Captain, I will. I'm just asking for like a bulletproof vest, some sort of fucking visor, maybe some boots and clean socks. Like, am I asking for too much?
Bro, I just got married. I have a house. This is my job, just like you have your own job. Imagine you had to live in fear every fucking day that you're just gonna get let go. I have no like benefit.
Yep. And that's why, again, Zen mindset, stoic mindset. It is what it is. There are things that's always outside our control. And if you keep dooming about stuff, you will ruminate and stagnate and waste your time being upset and being fearful of the what ifs. And that's when everything dies off. You just gotta fucking go with the flow, man. And you need to have, again, a problem-solving mindset. And be aware that everything that you're doing is not forever. Nothing is forever. There are no guarantees in life. But take the most out of the opportunities that you're given. Work with it. Build momentum off of it. When problem happens, you'll figure it out. You'll always figure it out. Because if you don't have that, you will literally just be... You're just going to be mentally ill, man. You're just going to start having panic attacks and being anxious. It does nobody good. The moment I let that shit go away, it's just like, boom. Clean Zen mindset. Now, does that mean that I'm truly enlightened? No. This is just delusions that I keep telling myself so I can become better at that and kind of maintain my mental health. But I think it's one of the best things you can do for yourself is to just cleanse that shit, bro. It is what it is. Move on.
Or anything. This is strictly me. If my channel gets terminated, that's it. That's fucking it. It's not like I could complain to somebody. But nah, if that ever happens, I'm getting my lawyers on.
He will never get terminated, right? There is no grounds for Nicholas Light to get terminated or any other reaction channel to get terminated. Have no fear. Counter appeal. You will win.
My side, and we're winning that shit immediately. But I don't want to have to go through that. Because then I have months and months and months of silence, months and months and months of no content, and I don't want to do that, man. It'll cause me to jump off a bridge or some shit.
Jesus,
to be honest with
God
you guys.
forbid.
And I'm just so fucking fed up. I think you can see it in my face. You can hear it in my voice. You can see my Italian New York coming out of me. It's because I'm so goddamn sick of this.
One thing, though, I like Nick's hairstyle recently. Maybe he watched that one video where I said, why does he look like the glorious leader of North Korea? Let me just bring this up for a second. For a while, Nicholas Light literally had this hairstyle. And I was like, why are you doing this to yourself, bro? Like now he's got that two-part, right? He's got that part over here. You see that part right over there? That gives it a much more balanced look. But for so long, straight up, he looked like Kim Jong-un, and I'm not even capping. I'm not. Let me just prove it to you, bro. Literally, right over there. Right over there. I don't have to go. Look at that thumbnail right there. Look at the League of Legends thumbnail right there. Look at these. What the fuck is that, Nick? Like, you're such a good-looking guy, but then you, like, go to the barber and says, I want to look like Supreme Leader. But, like, the whole slick back, I don't know. I just don't think that hairstyle is it, right? I'm not even trying to hate. I'm just saying, like, you are way better than that. So having this hairstyle, the two-part right there, right? It's great. I much enjoy that.
Shit, I'm so goddamn sick of YouTube, man. And I know what people...
Like, it's literally the difference. Like, the difference here, right? You see that right here? Can you guys see the little... Basically, it's parted down here. Rather than slicking it all back, it's parted here, and it gives off a much better look.
The second you react to anime, it's Japan, blah, blah, blah. That doesn't matter. That doesn't matter, guys. I literally have lawyers on my side telling me what I'm saying to you right now. Why copyright strike me if you're just going to wait 10 days just to give it to me?
Again, just stupid scare tactics, random employees being given orders to meet some sort of quota. They themselves don't even know why they're striking. The people giving them orders don't even know why they're striking. They're all just following outdated rules because hive mind mindset.
What's the fucking point? Just give me a warning. Tell me, delete the video, please. Or delete the video in 24 hours. You don't even gotta be nice. Delete the fucking video. They can even say that and I'll do it.
Just a warning,
just give
please.
Me a heads up. Just give me a warning. This is my life. Imagine I just send a fucking airstrike through your building with no warning.
Jesus.
That's what they're doing to me. This isn't even a promotion for Patreon, but if you want my content, guys, head on over there. All my content gets uploaded over there. Daily content, movies, anime, reactions, music. I get untouched over there. Nobody fucks with me over there because Patreon puts me first.
That's right.
They know that I help them, and that's why they help me. It's a team.
So good, bro. Like Patreon, again, support. God bless them. There are some frustrations here and there with the storage issues, but they're fast, bro. Their support is dedicated. YouTube, though, I can't say the same. And I think that even, I don't want to play defense for YouTube, but I think it logically makes sense why Patreon does a better job. It's because YouTube has significantly more users on YouTube compared to Patreon. Duh, right? YouTube is literally so fucking big that the scale of users on it is almost impossible to moderate. That's why there are these robots replying. That's why there are these automated systems to try and filter out much as possible, right? Before it goes to an actual human. And I'm not justifying that this is a good thing, because if you have that much fucking money and resources, because you have that much scale of audience constantly watching your videos on your platform, why can't you invest into your business and have some sort of fucking process, again, that scales with the amount of users you have? I don't think it's that. I'm not saying hire more fucking employees to cover all this shit, but there's gotta be better ways to innovate. Patreon, again, way less people on it, therefore they can be way more dedicated with the support.
YouTube is not a team. It's a one-sided relationship. And it's me and it's a bunch of fucking cucks on the other side, which is YouTube. They sit there and they bend over for Japan. Oh. They bend over for these record
yeah, someone's gonna clip this one.
labels. They bend over.
Oh my god, torque that shit, bro. Throw it back for me.
For them, and they take it right up their.
Oh my goodness, he did the whole act there. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh my. Bro is just a fucking living clip. Anyways.
Right up their fucking ass, and they laugh. Because they're a bunch of pussies, that's why. And people are like, oh, why aren't you having your Bleach reactions? Where's Thousands of Blood War? I gotta deal with people like literally crowding my comments every day about, oh, when he dropped Thousand Year Blood War? No. YouTube dropped it. YouTube dropped it.
Here's the thing I would say about Bleach 1000 Year Blood War. So a couple things. His assumption is that if he reacts to it, there's a good chance that it'll be striked, because before his Bleach soundtrack reaction got striked, right? Shirosagisu, right? But I think that there is something fundamentally different from reacting to an episode where the soundtrack is involved versus reacting to that song individually. This is just my assumption. So I don't think that he would get striked just because he reacts to Bleach. Now, here's the second part. There is a case in the past where Bleach reactions literally did get copyright striked. I believe it was coming from your boy Rock Lee. Maybe I'm thinking something different. But like 1000 Year Blood War, I'm pretty sure has been striked. But recently, again, the strikes really come and go. It's honestly like, it's just because something got struck in the past doesn't mean it's gonna get striked now. And there's plenty of, reactors doing this, right? Like if I do Bleach PYVM reaction, it's literally gonna be a lot of people still doing it, right? So I think that it is quite safe to react to this show, but obviously he doesn't want to do it because he got struck while reacting to a song, which was Bleach's composer.
Me getting copyright striked by Shiro Shigisu, that's what stopped it. Not blaming him, by the way. He's like in his fucking 70s. He's not over here like, oh, Nicholas Light, I gotta get him down. He's not doing that. Man, I'm just pissed. How many times do I have to fucking say that? And it's not gonna be a fix. This is gonna keep.
Again, nah, his Bleach reaction is strike for the episode 4, I guess. You guess? When literally I just explained to you the thought process, and then immediately, what does he say?
Not blaming him, by the way. He's like in his fucking.
Literally talks about
me getting copyright striked by Shiro Shigisu.
Like, come on, bruh. Random chatters thinking they got the fucking receipts when I'm like, I think I know what's going on, and the creator themselves literally fucking backs up my statement, whatever.
That's what stopped it. Not blaming him, by the way. He's like in his fucking 70s. He's not over here like, oh, Nicholas Light, I gotta get him down. He's not doing that. Man, I'm just pissed. How many times do I have to fucking say that? And it's not gonna be a fix. This is gonna keep happening because you.
Yeah, straight up. Like, there's not gonna be a change. There's never gonna be a change. Like, this is probably at the I don't know if they have like a priority queue of different things to fix, but copyright system being revamped, I don't think is up there. Because like, and no offense to Nick, he is a sizable creator, but there are creators even bigger than him who has been crying about copyright strikes and trying to call for an action. It's never changed. That's just reality that we live in, and we just gotta work around it.
YouTube are full of a bunch of fucking pussy cucks, and they're just gonna take it up the ass from these business suits and ties, and it's never gonna stop. I could literally lose my channel right now. You know, one more strike, I'm gone. 3 strikes and you're out. And that's what's about to happen to me.
He's
and
good.
If that's the case, man, that's fucking crazy.
He's gonna win.
That's all the time, love, passion I put into my videos. Like, y'all see it. I don't give a fuck, man. You know how many people hate me just for being me? Oh, he's too much. He's overreacting. Bro, I could easily be another fucking reaction channel that just sits there like,
call him out.
Wow, that was cool. Those channels get untouched. They don't add any level of entertainment, but they get untouched.
Why do you think so? I think there's a lot of those channels that literally just do that and have nothing to say, and their videos get no views. And that's why. I think logically it just makes sense, right? That those channels who literally sit there and just watch the episodes and calls it a reaction will never actually get any views. Therefore, they're not really any worthwhile targets.
I get fucking touched. I get hit. Or out of all of these content creators, out of all of these reaction channels, I'm the one they choose to hit. Are you serious? I'm the one transforming the content more than anybody else in my niche.
I would have to respectfully decline. Listen. I think I'm the most transformative. Yep. And this isn't a fact, but this is an assumption I'm making based on how much I fucking analyze content. And at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter, but I straight up think that I am the most transformative. What does that even mean though? What does most transformative mean? Does it mean that you just talk more? That you just like do more? I guess it would be, how much do you add more to the actual source material? And by that metric, it wouldn't be me. It probably would be Psyculturist, right? Because he will have like a 3-hour video on like one opening reaction. So again, if we're trying to like have some sort of mathematical standard of like, what is transformation? I guess Psyculturist to take it. But truly, and again, this is a mindset thing, right? It's time for egotistical narcissists to come out, but it's important. I straight up need to believe that I am the best in my niche. I need to believe that I'm the Michael Jordan, the fucking GOAT of reactions, that I'm the React Messiah. Does it mean it's true? Probably not. Most unlikely not. But I need to have that faith in myself so that I can have the confidence in the ego to keep pushing forward and for me to delude myself into this. Again, mindset thing. This isn't me pushing people down. This is me pushing myself, lifting myself up, right? Fundamentally different thing when you are shitting on other people, saying like their reactions are absolutely fucking dog shit compared to mine. And again, that's not necessarily what Nick's saying right now, but I'm just saying a lot of people have this like misconception of like what it means to be like an egomaniac or a narcissist or like stuff like that. I straight up think that ego is a very important thing. So many people have been gaslit by I don't know who to think that, oh, you have ego, that's a bad thing. Nah. Everything in moderation. Excess of anything is bad. Ego in a balanced way, a healthy way, can be very productive and propels you forward, right? And that's the mindset and the attitude that I have when reacting. And let's just speak some facts right now. Straight up, there are channels that literally just do this. Oh my god, no way. Peak. And I do that too. That's what some people categorize them as emoji reactors. And some others will talk about reactors such as myself or Psyculturist as analytical reactors. And I say, fuck yourself. No. A reactor should be able to do both. You shouldn't just be able to just fucking scream like a monkey. You should be able to scream like a monkey, hype the people up, and then discuss the core themes of the episodes, to break things down, to explain the thought process, to be able to be humorous, to be witty, to engage with chat, to be able to theory craft on a different level. I think this is a skill set that many people can't do. Maybe I'm capping out of my mind, but I truly believe the way that I do reactions is so unique in the sense that I am doing this shit live while pausing to talk about different moments. Yes, there are people that'll literally talk about the entire segment of their discussions after the reaction. I say that's easier, bro. Like, you can literally take your time to offline record and edit down and take notes and shit like that. I'm doing this shit fucking live in front of a fucking live audience. So again, does that mean I'm the best? No, far from it. But to a degree, I do believe that I'm the fucking full package. To think that like there's only emoji reactors or analytical reactors is a false notion. Those are incomplete reactors. Oh, incomplete, bro. I am the complete package. Anyways, enough glazing.
I'm sorry. I truly believe that. I tried to add a level of comedy, a level of entertainment, providing that for y'all. You know why? Because I want to be different. I want to be a creator, an entertainer, a comedian, a YouTuber. I don't want to just be a random guy named Nick looking at the goddamn screen. I want to be so much more, man. And I'm fucking...
Bro wants to break into movies.
Fucking fed up with this shit. Fucking fed up, man. And if they ever take it to the level of targeting me and deleting my channel, I'm not going to bend.
They won't.
Bend over like they do. No. They ain't winning that one, and I promise you that.
So basically, he's not gonna... What the fuck is this? Jesus Christ. No, don't play that video. So what did we learn today? Nick won't bend over, but he did show us what it means to bend over. And it is a very unfortunate situation happening right now. Because, again, it's a waste of time for everybody involved. Copyright strikes going... And the people who sent it are just literally receiving orders and they don't even know why they're doing it. It's just like a given quota in my assumption, in my opinion. We counter appeal, nothing happens because it is unproductive for both parties to get involved in legal action. And then we just continue. And so in that sentiment, it's nice to know that as long as you know how to deal with this shit, it's not a big deal. You will overcome. You will win. Even if you get 3 strikes and you're locked out of the channel. And you can no longer post videos. You can only make community posts letting people know, oh shit, you know, I can't do this shit anymore. It sucks, right? You will get over it. You will win. It's just a broken system. And nothing is perfect, right? The world we live in is imperfect. And that's fine. And we need to just have working solutions. And there is a functioning and working environment that we have with YouTube. The fact that Nicholas Light is, 1 million plus, subscribers on his main channel and has many hundreds of others in the second channel. And despite the copyright strikes and claims happening, he is still able to profit. He's able to grow, right? So it's not as if this is the end of the world. But it's still so fucking annoying, bro. It's just so upsetting and frustrating and annoying that YouTube will immediately use, again, their creators as a meat shield rather than give them the benefit of the doubt and even just implement such a simple solution. Not even saying remove DMCA, which is so impossible to do. That's not even what I'm saying. I'm just saying, please have a system where it's just like a warning. Have the people, claimants, not be able to strike immediately, but to give a warning. And if that warning, after expiration, then the strike happens, wouldn't that be a working solution? And from the aspect of just like programming this shit, a fucking college kid could program this shit. This is not a crazy feature. It is a very simple process that I think a billion-dollar corporation that is owning YouTube could simply do. It's just, nothing's gonna change, but at the very least, we can cry about it and monetize ourselves doing so. Please check out Nicholas Light's video. Here's a link to the video. Go check out his other content too. He obviously does reactions, and I'm sure you guys already know him more than me. And I will see you guys next time.